able to go and transform my grades, become student of the year twice in a row, and really focus on ball. And that was the most important thing, was focusing on basketball and making sure that my priorities to make it to the NBA can be met.
So now, what's his name? That's the star of the league now for the Big Three.
Michael Beasley.
It seemed like he didn't get a fair shake in the NBA. Or did he? I don't know. I didn't know what was your point of view on that one.
That Michael Beasley get a fair shake in the NBA? You know how many people didn't get a fair shake in the NBA? Michael Beasley had a lot of opportunities to take advantage of. I think that, listening to him tell his story is moving, breathtaking, and all of those things. But guess how many people don't get to tell their story?
Right.
How many stories we don't hear? Mike had privilege. Mike had opportunity.
Okay.
Mike played for Pat Riley. Pat Riley believed in Mike. So it's like, yeah, Mike, I hear you. Slept in the cars too, bro. Slept on air mattresses. I went broke, bro. I lost everything. I got stole from too. And I know a lot of other players did too, bro. You get special treatment for that. But keep going. A lot of people don't go through no adversity at all. A lot of these guys just never lost anything. They're still kids. Big ass, grown ass kids. Never lost anything. Sitting on their millions. Don't know what it feels like to lose shit.
Right.
To see it, it's just like, tell your story, bro, but ain't no pity parties, bro.
He wants you to have a pity party with him.
Ain't no pity parties.
Stop it.
Hey, everybody go through some shit. Everybody can say it's mental health, but it's just be a man, bro. Man up, take accountability. And that's not to him, that's to everybody that's went through some shit.
Right.
And there's too many of us. It's five. I'm one of 5,000. Like 475 Hall of Famers or something like that. Like, those are the privileged. Like, they feel like we can't even talk about them. We had to put them up here. Like, nah, nigga, you one of 5,000. We all the same.
Right.
Y'all say, oh, you're a role player. You don't deserve it. I'm grown.
I'm little Steve right now.
But man, I don't treat none of them dudes different. That's why none of them like me. You a man, bro. You don't get no favor because you did some shit in the basketball league. Like, that's cool. I live in the real world, though. It's tough out here.
Yeah. But it seems like you're finding your way.
Trying to, man, it's tough. It's
Right.
tough trying to find your way, even navigating through this whole podcast shit.
That's why I was going to ask you
There's
about.
roadblocks in this shit too.
Man, so how is that going with the so now how did you even become a part of the Gilbert Arenas podcast?
So one thing is like we're a live sports show. So that's the misconception that people think it's a podcast, right? And it's not. We have a full production.
Okay.
Sponsored by Underdog. And it was never to be seen as a podcast. But that's what they call it because we sit in the basement.
Right.
But we set the basement up as a production studio. So it became a lot. And we're the only show shooting live. So you don't see live podcasts. So we can't be considered a podcast. It's a live show. So the fact that we're a live show, I met Gil at the 24-Hour Fitness in fucking Topanga, Woodland Hills, and asked me if I was on, why I ain't never thought about doing it. And I'm like, man, I ain't you. I ain't JJ. I ain't none of these. Nobody listening to me talk about. Got no credibility out here. Nobody want to hear me talk. It's like, shit, man. Come on, man. Come on my podcast. We'll test it out. I got some shit. I got an idea for this type of style of first take. Everybody sit on the couch, come as you are, and just talk hoop.
Right.
All right, that's dope. Let's do it. So I ended up meeting Tim Livingston, who was the producer, came up with the concept, and basically was just like, look, Shad, you controversial. You are one of the guys we need to make this thing. We don't want you to change nothing. Be straightforward. Be the villain. And I'm like, this is what I do best. So after the first episode, I knew it was going to go to the moon because I know what I bring to the table.
So you did the very first episode?
Oh, I was there from the beginning.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Me, Brandon, Gil, and Josiah.
Okay, so Kenyon wasn't even there yet.
Kenyon or Nick, nah.
Was Underdog always a part of it day one?
Day one.
Oh, day one they were a part of it. Okay, I didn't know that either.
They paid for all the equipment and everything.
Okay. And then what's going on with the show now? It seems like there's something going on. I mean, whatever you can share, you can share. Whatever you can't share, don't share.
Business. Fatigue. You know, everybody, you know, at some point you got to figure it out. All right. Gil is Michael Jackson and we are the Jacksons. Michael's like, look, man, y'all cool, but I'm Mike.
Nobody on y'all shit no more. You can't leave me. Ah! And there you go. Get the people. I built that shit. Me. Brick by brick. Hey, listen, by the time your ass get the next season, you're gonna be the fucking Clipper.
I gotta do this shit on my own, my nigga. I don't really need y'all. It's kind of like if Joe Jackson is Underdog, hey, listen, Joe, I'm gonna go do my own thing now. This is the last tour that I'm gonna be performing with you guys. So, you know, you gotta let Mike do Mike, you know what I'm saying? So we don't know what's gonna happen, but you just know that it's been a hell of a fucking time doing what we do. We're gonna continue to do what we do. Regardless, I think this space just needs what we've brought to the table. We've become trendsetters with conversation,
honesty,
sound bites, the analytical prowess that we bring to the table. And I think just me being a contrarian and a villain and being able to bring in entertainment value, props, and all the different things, man, confidence and being the least accomplished on the couch, being able to talk my shit like I'm a fucking Hall of Famer is one of the things I lean into. But the one thing I want to address is that, man, it's a character. Like, people think that this is who I am, and it's not.
I can see it now.
And when people get it
they
get it fucked up when they see me and they feel like, oh, woo, woo, woo. And a lot of people take shots and think just because I'm saying what I'm saying on the show, that this is, or how I feel, da, 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 da. And it's like, bro, I'm the only one on the show playing a character because I'm an actor. And I feel like a character was needed for me because I've been through too much on this other side for you to even know what's going on. I got to come in fresh with a whole new persona and a whole personality that don't clash with the things you read on Google, the things you think you know about what I got going on. So I think that was a fresh perspective for me to come in with a character and play the contrarian, push back against takes, do some hot shit, say some crazy shit, have everybody up in arms saying, man, what the fuck you talking about? Man, that motherfucker be hating, man. I think that was important for entertainment. And I leaned in on it and it worked for us for a long time. So I think at this point, it's like what the pivot is, you know, to keep the entertainment going and not beat the drum dry and try to keep the audience engaged from a sports perspective. I think that's where I'm moving more of analyzing the sports more than just being the let's yell and scream and talk crazy and let's talk hoop.
Now this is where the conversation took an even more interesting turn because Rashad McCants started opening up about his own journey and how everything eventually led him to Gils Arena. But before getting there, he was asked about Michael Beasley and whether the former NBA star ever got a fair opportunity in the league. Rashad didn't hesitate with his response. He acknowledged that Beasley's story is emotional and that he's been through a lot. But he also made it clear that adversity isn't unique to one player. According to Rashad, thousands of former NBA players have their own stories of struggle that fans never hear. He pointed out that Beasley still received opportunities that many players would have loved to have, including playing under respected organizations and coaches who believed in his talent. His overall message was simple. Everyone faces hardships, but eventually every player has to take accountability for how they respond to those challenges. That perspective naturally shifted the conversation toward Rashad's own career. He admitted that life after basketball hasn't been easy either. Finding a new lane, especially in sports media, came with its own obstacles. But instead of letting that discourage him, he looked at it as another challenge to overcome. That's when he explained how Gils Arena actually came together. Rashad revealed that many people mistakenly call it a podcast, but in his eyes, it's much bigger than that. He described it as a live sports show with a full production behind it, something that stands apart from the traditional podcast format. According to him, the vision was always to create a live version of a debate show where everyone could show up as themselves, sit on the couch, and let authentic basketball conversations happen in real time. He then shared the story of meeting Gilbert Arenas at a local gym. At the time, Rashad said he wasn't even thinking about getting into sports media because he didn't believe people wanted to hear his opinions. But Gil saw something different. After a few conversations, Rashad was introduced to producer Tim Livingston, who pitched the concept and encouraged him to lean into his personality instead of trying to fit the mold of a traditional analyst. Looking back, Rashad says he knew from the very first episode that the show had huge potential. He believed the chemistry was there from day one, and once the camera started rolling, he felt they had something that could become one of the biggest basketball shows online. The conversation eventually shifted to the recent uncertainty surrounding Gils Arena. Without revealing too much, Rashad admitted that changes are happening behind the scenes, describing it as a business situation that everyone is trying to work through. He even compared the dynamic to Michael Jackson leaving the Jackson 5, suggesting that every successful group eventually reaches a point where people start exploring different directions. While he avoided giving specific details, he made it clear that he remains grateful for everything the show has built and believes the impact they've made on sports media won't disappear anytime soon. Perhaps the biggest revelation came when Rashad addressed the criticism he receives online. He admitted that many fans believe the outspoken personality they see on Gils Arena is exactly who he is in real life. According to Rashad, that's simply not true. He explained that the version of himself viewers watch on the show is a character he intentionally created to make the conversations more entertaining. Playing the contrarian, challenging popular opinions, and stirring debate wasn't something he viewed as fake. It was part of the role he chose to play to keep the audience engaged. Now Rashad says he's looking to evolve. Instead of relying solely on heated arguments and controversial takes, he wants to spend more time breaking down the game itself, while still bringing the confidence and entertainment value that fans noticed him in the first place. Whether viewers embrace that change remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Rashad McCants continues to be one of the most talked about personalities in basketball media, and every interview seems to reveal another side of his story.